Hey everybody, this is Tom. I'm in my shop. It's Wednesday morning, 11th of December. Anyway, somebody asked in the comments to see a quick tour of the shop. I don't think I have anything special here, but I'm going to go through the shop here with you a little bit. But in the meantime, I want to give a shout out to Hunter and Aaron, two people from Berea that I met up with last week, and then they came over to the house for a few minutes the other day. It was a fun time with them. Anyways, and another shout out to someone who sent me a text this morning, an invite. I really appreciate that, and I think we'll get together some other time. Anyways, here I'm going to go around the shop a little bit. I don't know what really there is. There's nothing to brag about, I know that. But anyways, here's where I was just standing. There's the door. Right on this wall, I got, my mechanic tools, wrenches and stuff like that. Pickleballs. There's a little toolbox. There's a couple of draw knives there I showed you the other day. This corner's got a lot of clamps. Those red handle ones came from Linda's dad. I don't ever use them hardly. And those blue ones, what's the name on them? I don't use them very much, but these orange ones are my ones that I use the most. There's some hand saws. Good to have. There's my hacksaws. I got one label for wood only, and then the metal ones. And there's the workbench. It's all cluttered up with some scrap stuff. I've been trying to scrap a mini split. It's a pain, but anyways, I do a little bit of scrapping. There's other tools that are in close reach. There's my center finder ruler, my squares. Some of this stuff, those hammers never get used, really. My handy screwdrivers. Those bits there are the bits that always got used for making shaving horses. Other odds and ends, coping saw. There's my array of spring clamps. There's a map of the world. Here's a bunch of chair sticks. Not many of them get used anymore, but there's the John Alexander ladderback chair, and then the 3-slat that I made right up there on front that I use pretty regular when I'm doing anything like that. There's some more clamps, and then my little stash of spoke shaves that don't get used very much. There's my chop saw. And then above the chop saw, there's, oh boy, it's kind of dark, but there's a bunch of clamps, C-clamps right there. And then up above is bending forms, and then there's a stack of parts there. Right there, there's 3 chairs right there, I know, that I got from the trees over at Roberts. And then right there's parts from people who started chairs and didn't finish. I'm sort of getting into that a little bit now if somebody needs parts. And then back in that corner, there's a bunch of back posts. I think there's 8 chairs worth there. There's a shaving horse I usually use. That vise there, I used to use it some when I was doing shaving horses. It was on the workbench at home when I was a child. There's the other shaving horse if somebody else is here. There's a, cheap table saw that I used a little bit on shaving horses. There's some pictures that came out of New Yorker magazine. That top shelf is about 5 or 6, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 sets of rocking chair parts. And then these other things are just miscellaneous parts. Not sure what they are without checking into them. That stack right there. That stack right there in that far big high stack over there is all the sycamore part that I used that one piece in the shaving horse. I guess the last time I got into getting them, I really got enough for ever. I haven't made a shaving horse now in over a year and a half. And there's a stack of parts that go with these back posts that are behind me. I think that's 8 chairs, 1 tree. Let's see, down here there's the door left over from making the house. There's my climbing gear right there. There's shavings, fire starter shavings. I don't know what's over here. Those parts right there are Evans. There's my joiner. I bought that joiner in somewhere about 93, 94, somewhere in that area. Me and my dad went to town, Asheville, one day, and I bought my bandsaw at the Lowe's. I'll show you it in a minute. When we went downtown, and there was a place called B&K Tools, and I bought that joiner there. It's a jet. Anyway, there's my planer. Well, look at that, a bunch of cherry parts on it. Someday I guess I'll make a cherry chair. If I'm making chair so slow, I don't know when it'll ever be. And this whole wall here is just sort of miscellaneous stuff that I pick up and think that might come in handy someday. There's my finishing stuff. That Helmsman is for iron. That poly is, I used that. It didn't work very good. I got another can over there I'll show you. There's my nuts and bolts. What else I got here? Down on the floor, here's my steamer. Back up. I don't know what's over here. There's all those butterflies are off of some calendar. Here's some reference books. If you ever need anything, you can't find it. Those are old books, but MSC and McMaster Carr, you can get almost anything from them. You know, they're on the internet. You can go to their website and find everything they got. Machinery's handbook up there. Those books are handy if you get into any of that type of stuff. Those parts over there are for Steve and my chairs. These are family photos here. Oh, I was just going to say something, but I forgot what it was. Oh, yeah. Anyways, talking about this machinery stuff, if you ever are interested, it's not a bad idea to watch some of these machinists on their YouTube channel. And the one that I can think of right now is, oh gosh, I can't think of the name right now. But it's 79, A-Bomb 79. Just watching those guys work and how they go about their work has been valuable to me personally. When certain things, just thinking about how you go about it is interesting. There's my bandsaw. It's a jet. Like I say, I bought it at Lowe's. It's got a riser on it now, 6-inch riser, that white part. But anyways, I bought it in, like I say, 93 or 94, and it's so old it doesn't have any place for a dust connector on it, except right here. And it doesn't work. That doesn't work very good as a dust collector. There's my big old dust collector there. It's kind of too big for this shop. It works pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Zoom, zoom. Here's my kiln, my rung kiln. It's got a light bulb in it. Says it's 94 degrees in there. Just got a 60-watt light bulb. And I got my oil in there. And I got my welding rods in there. Oh man, I told you the other day I got into a welding job and it was terrible. Anyways, there's my jigs for clamping and holding parts on the drill press. Some of them, might be more around here. Anyways, there's my drill press. I can't remember where I bought it at. Can't remember where I bought it, but I bought it before I bought it. It was the first power tool I bought, basically. And it's, to me, if you got any kind of shop, if you're going to be do-it-yourself of any kind, drill press is a super handy thing to have. And I've got a big extra table on it. Nothing fancy. There's some stash of wood. And that stash of wood reminds me that I'm thinking about making a workbench. And that wood right there would be some of the wood, for the undercarriage of a workbench. I've got the top already made in the other room. In that other room right there, I've got parts, more chair parts, and some different storage for stuff. Here's a toolbox. I got that at an auction 12 or something years ago, maybe, for pretty darn cheap, maybe 20 bucks. It works okay. Just, place to pile stuff up. Anyways, there's some more, pictures from calendars. There's old friends. Some of them deceased. So anyways, I don't know what else to really show you. Oh, here's something I thought about. There's my array of drills and stuff like that. And years ago now, I bought those. It was what Lowe's had, Porter Cable. It might have been the cheapest they had at the time. But they have been good. None of the batteries have ever gone bad, and they all still work. And, I bought some other stuff to go with them, but now Lowe's doesn't have Porter Cable anymore. And anything I buy new now, I'm buying Makita. Anyways, I'd say that's probably about it. It's kind of cold out, or chilly out today. It's kind of, the weather's changing. It was springtime yesterday. I was outside in a t-shirt. Today it's windy. It snowed a little bit. This morning just flurries. Anyways, I think that's probably enough. If you saw anything in here that you want me to say anything more about, leave me a comment. I really like getting the comments. It makes me think, yeah, somebody actually really is watching these and get something out of them. But anyways, I hope you're doing well out there. I'm doing well here, and I'll talk to you or see you another time. Thanks for watching.